ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यस्यान्तन्नादिमध्यं न हि करचरणं नाम गोत्रं न सूत्रं नो जातिर्नैव वर्णा न भवति पुरुषो नानपुंसं न च स्त्रीं नाकारं नो विकारं न हि जनिमरणं नास्ति पुण्यं न पापं तत्त्वं नो तत्त्वमेकं सहजसमरसं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। मौनव्याख्या प्रकटितपरब्रह्मतत्त्वं युवानं वर्षिष्ठान्ते वसदृशिगणैरावृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दरूपं स्वात्मा रामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे वेदान्तार्थविभासकायेतये शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादिनगेन्द्रसङ्घपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततं पूर्णाय बोधात्मने। अपार सच्चित्सुखवारिराशेः यस्योर्मिमात्रं भुवनं समस्तं गुहाहितं तं रमणं गभीरं चिन्ताविहीनं हृदि चिन्तयामि। देहं मृण्मयवज्जडात्मकमहं बुद्धिर्न तस्यास्त्यतो नाहं तत्तदभावसुप्तिसमये सिद्धात्मसद्भावतः कोऽहं भावयुतः कुतो वरधिया दृष्ट्वात्मनिष्ठात्मनां सोऽहं स्फूर्तितया अरुणाचलशिवः पूर्णो विभाति स्वयं शोणप्रभं सोमकलावतंसं पाणिस्फुरत्पञ्चशरेक्षुचापं प्राणप्रियं नौमि पिनाकपाणेः कोणत्रयस्थं कुलदैवतं नः नमामि यामिनीनाथलेखालङ्कृतकुन्तलां भवानीं भवसन्तापनिर्वावणसुधानदीं चूडोत्तंसितचन्द्रचारुकनिकां चञ्जत्सिकाभास्वरो लीलादग्धविलोलकामशलभश्रेयो दशाग्रे स्फुरन् अन्तःस्फूर्जतपारमोहतिमिरप्राग्भारमुच्चाडयन् चेतःसद्मनियोगिनां विजयते ज्ञानप्रदीपो हरः योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचम् इमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नाम् अन्यांश हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषां धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि कस्मै येन विभासितो यमतुलो ज्ञानप्रदीपः पुरा तद्रूपेण च नारदाय मुनये कृष्णाय तद्रूपिणां योगीन्द्राय तदात्मनाथ भगवद्राताय कारुण्यतः तच्छुद्धं विमलं विशोकममृतं सत्यं परं धीमहि धर्मः प्रोज्झितकैतवोऽत्र परमो निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवम् अत्र वस्तु शिवतं तापत्रयोन्मूलनम् श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैः ईश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यते त्रिकृतिभिः शुश्रूषिभिस्तक्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसम् आलयं मुहुरहो रसिकाः भुवि भावुकाः यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेदमपेदकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिम् आनतोऽस्मि यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षतां तमोन्धं संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। सत्यस्य ते स्वदृश आत्मन आत्मनोऽन्यं वक्तारमीश विबुधेष्वपि नानुचक्षे सर्वे विमोहितधियः तव मायये मे ब्रह्मादयस्तनुभृतो बहिरर्थभावाः तस्माद्भवन्तम् अनवद्यमनन्तपारं सर्वज्ञमीश्वरम् अकुण्ठविकुण्ठधिष्ण्यं निर्विण्णधीः अहमुहवृजिनाभितप्तो नारायणं नरसखं शरणं प्रपद्ये. For the last few days, we have been contemplating on the profoundest portion in Srimad Bhagavatam. Here, just like Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is the teacher, but the listener is Uddhava, a great devotee. Someone who is mature enough to renounce everything, a renunciate. So to Uddhava, when Krishna speaks, the very quality of the teaching is different. There is a tone of no compromise. There is no watering of the teaching, dilution of the teaching. We have to live in this world and we know what it means. On one side we have to act, on one side we have to face many things in the world. And certainly we will get hurt. Affectations will be there. Amidst all these troubles, you have to realize the self. That is why Krishna taught Arjuna this teaching in the battlefield. Otherwise, everyone will wonder why the greatest teaching is given in the center of battlefield. Battlefield is a place where you will get constantly hurt. There is a murti, an idol of Krishna, as Parthasarathi, means the charioteer of Arjuna in Chennai. Thiruvallikeni. Usually in a temple, or you see the painting where Krishna drives the chariot, it will look very beautiful, very, very well make-upped. But in that temple you see the Lord's Murti, the Vigraha, the idol, lot of wounds are there in the idol. Because he is the charioteer, he has no weapon in his hand, nothing to protect. Arrows will come and hit him. Some weapon will come and hit him. So many, from all directions trouble will come. Amidst that, Krishna tells Arjuna, Yogi Bhava Arjuna. Tasmad Yogi Bhava Arjuna. All troubles will be there. Don't search for a place where you will not have trouble. It is not possible. The only place is Samadhi Mandapam. You have to have your own Samadhi. Then after that, no trouble. But if you are alive, trouble will be there. The very sign of life is, today you are peaceful, suddenly something will happen. Sukha, Dukkha, Labha, Nashta, Jaya, Parajaya. Pleasure, pain, profit, loss, victory, loss, success, failure, all these things will be there. With all that, receive all kind of weapons on your body and you will have pain. With all that, remain as a yogi. You have to train yourself that. Otherwise, you have a very, very comfortable place. Take a good apartment in Rishikesh. Every conveniences, all conveniences are arranged. You need not even cook. Somebody will supply you food. And I will meditate and become Jivan Mukta. That is not the thing. So, that is what the message of Bhagavad Gita is. And what is this jnanam? What is it that one gains in life? It is absolute fearlessness. Manye akutashit bhayam achyutasya padambujopasanam atra nityam. You do spiritual sadhana, bhakti, meditate on Bhagavan, then your mind becomes quiet, senses becomes orderly, And slowly the deeper inquiry happens within you. What is my real nature? And the highest realization dawns that what is in me is the Supreme Being. I am not this body or mind, I am the Supreme Being. And nothing exists apart from the Self. When that comes, all fear is gone. Bhayam dvitiya abhiniveshata syat. As long as you have dvitiya abhinivesha, you want to have a second person. That problem is there with people. I don't want to be alone. Someone else. And from that someone else, fear will come. Dvitiya abhiniveshata syat. That is why you have to have the ultimate freedom is to know that everyone is my own self. Nothing, no one exists other than the self. Bhayam dvitiya abhiniveshata syat. Ishad apetasya viparyayo smritihi. I am chanting all these verses because these verses in Bhagavatam, even the very shlokas contain the essence of samadhi. It is called samadhi bhasha. Avidyamanopi avabhatihi dvayaha dhyadurdya swapnamanorathau yata. Even if the duality does not exist, you feel duality, just like in dream. In dream, you alone sleep in a room, but you see so many people in your dream. From where did they come? They all are your own self. You became everybody. You became every person there, the time, the space, the man, the woman. Everything is me. I am the person. Only I exist. Nothing exists. Yet I am seeing all of you in my dream. And you are all my own self. I am the only stuff that there exists. And I have become all of you. And even the mic, even the Bhagavata book, even this table is me. The space is me. Time is me. Nothing exists apart from me. Yet in the dream I see so many. This is swapana vichara. Thus contemplating deeply, the knowledge arises in the waking state also. Everything is me. Sarvani bhutani atmaiva abhut. All are Atman, all are Atman, all are my own self. Nothing exists other than me. When you know that, you will no more fear. Swami Ramanacharanatirtha gives a beautiful example. There was a mirror chamber. Generally in temples, there will be darpana mandapa. Darpan means, those who know Hindi, they know mirror. So in that temple chamber, the roof is mirror, the walls are mirror, doors are mirror, everything is mirror. One day it was open, a dog entered. And the door was closed. Naturally, you know, one thing the dog cannot accept is another dog. So it saw in front about 10, 15, 20 dogs, it started barking. Then it wanted to run away because so many dogs are barking at it. So it wanted to run towards the right side. There it saw about 50 dogs. Left side there was some 50 dogs. At least outside you will have dogs only in the sides. Now above, below are all dogs. Then after so much fury, barking against them, it collapsed. Then somebody came and drove it out. A person very well dressed came inside and he looked at every reflection. Oh, this is me, this is me, this is me, this is me. In all posture I am standing and looked at in various poses, very well dressed. Enjoyed himself. This is the difference when a person is a realized person, a jnani, he looks at everyone as his own self. Sarvani bhutani atmaiva. All are the Atman. So no grief, no aversion, no attachment, no hatred, no desire. Because it's all me only, it's all me only. And he enjoyed in all forms. One is like a dog, the other is like God. You just put it reverse. God means for God nothing exists other than himself. The entire existence is his own beingness. So, this is what Bhagavatam says, this is what the Upanishads say. So, once you have that state, you will be free. But to attain that state, what is the way? As long as the mind is operating, duality will persist. Sankalpa, karma, sankalpa, vikalpakam, manaha, budho, nirundhyat. An intelligent person must somehow quieten his mind. And there are various methods to quieten the mind. What is the mind made of? The mind is nothing but thoughts. So many thoughts coming. And thoughts make the images, urge to act, ego. And Yoga Shastra says even sleep is a thought, memory is thought, misapprehension is thought, and right knowledge is also a thought. When the thoughts are all removed, quietened, when the mind becomes quiet, there is no mind. When there is no mind, what exists is mere existence. Asti teva upalabdhavyaha. Pure awareness alone remains. Jnanamritam samarasam gaganopamoham. As Dattatreya sings, I am that infinite sky, infinite space, which is the essence of knowledge, nectarine awareness. So that is the constant song of an avadhuta, a realized being. So somehow make the mind quiet. If you cannot directly quieten the mind, yogaschittavritti nirodhaha. Try to decrease the thoughts, because every thought is made of, every thought is a throb, a vibration. Every chittavritti, we call it chittavritti, is a vibration. And mind is constantly buzzing, vibrating with thoughts. You hold on to one thought, one kind of vibration you wear in your being. And with that remove all other spandana. Then mind will become quiet. That is one method. Ekatattva ghanabhyasa. Hold on to one principle, one tattva, that is Atmavidya, or mantram also. You can chant one mantram, hold on to that mantram, that japa. Constantly having that japa in you, one throb which will slowly quieten all other pulsations in the mind, and the mind becomes quiet. That is the simplest method which all the saints have recommended, japa. Jnaneshwara in one of his abhang says, Ekatattva nama dridadhari mana. You hold on to one nama and slowly know that that nama represents that one truth, non-dual truth. And constantly hold on to that nama, then you will have the grace of Bhagavan Antaryami. Then slowly you need not do the japa, the japa will be done by the inner being. He is constantly doing. Your japa will disappear. Your mantra will merge in the heart and you will recognize something constantly pulsating within you, throbbing within you, the ajapa japa. You are not doing the japa. Hari is doing japa. Jnaneshwara says, Jnanadeva Mauna. Now Jnanadeva has become Mauna and Hari is doing japa. Says Hari is doing japa. That Antaryami is throbbing within, which is of course the mudra of the Antaryami is the chit spandana. The pulsation of the chit, the awareness as I. When we say in English I, it is not the alphabet I. In Hindi you may say me. In Tamil we say aham, non. Sanskritam we say aham. The outer expression, verbal expression differs, but what is meant by that is only a throb, a feel of one's existence. A feel of one's existence. That throb is the real mantra. So whatever mantra you chant, that mantra merge in that current within. And you feel that current, then the japa is constantly with you. You are not doing the japa, but the japa is constantly happening within you. That is Shabda Brahma. We call it as Shabda Brahma. All mystical traditions, they have this Shabda. Even Sikh religion, they also have, in Guru Granth Sahib, they have taken so many songs of Tukaram, Namdev. And Gurudev Shivanji Maharaj was constantly initiating people with mantra japa. He has written a book, Japa Yoga. That is one of the most recommended book by Gurudev, where he speaks about the most simplest sadhana that one can do. Because you just start chanting japa. If you chant Vishnu Sahasranama, by 25 minutes it will end. But if you chant Lalita Sahasranama, 40 minutes it will end. But you chant one mantra, whole day you can chant. You are working, you are cooking, you can chant. You are working, you can chant. Tukaram has in one place says, Mukhi Nama. In the tongue is his Nama, Hati Moksha. You have Bhagavan's Nama in your tongue, in your hand is Moksha, liberation. Because you know you have got the simplest of spiritual sadhana, just to recollect the truth constantly, just to recollect Brahman. Tyagaraja Swami yesterday said that great saint has sung one song in which he says, know the tattvam of Ramanama and sing and chant. Rama, if you call Rama in Sanskritam, it also means a beautiful girl. Rama also means Bhagavan. The Shabda is same. But when the Guru plants it in your heart, it means Brahman. It is not simply an alphabet that he gives you. He is giving you enlightenment, a drop of enlightenment. More drop by drop by drop by drop, you will become full. Bindu Tarpana. In Lalita Sahasranama they say Bindu Tarpana. Bindu means a drop. One Nama, next Nama, next Nama, next Nama. It's because time means what? Life means what? Life is time. Kala Swabhavo. Bhagavata says Kala is one form of Bhagavan, Swabhava is one form of Bhagavan, Karma is one form of Bhagavan. So Kala means time. Kalosmi. In Krishna says, Kala Kalayatamaham. In Bhagavad Gita he says, I am time. And time is life. So much years I am going to live. And what is time? Time generally we divide it as past, present, future. But can you show me the present moment? Here. The moment I touch it, it becomes past. You can speak much about past. You can imagine much about future. But try to do it with the present moment. The now. If you pay attention to the now, try to touch the now, it becomes past. The moment the mind wants to touch the now becomes past. The mind can either recollect the past or imagine the future, expect the future, expectation, imagination, desire about future, recollect the past. These things can be done. So let us decide there is no present moment. Only past exists or future exists, no present moment. Because mind knows only this, it can never touch the present moment. But actually, past was real because it was present at that time. Right? Future will be real only if it is present at that time. Past is not now. I cannot experience past. I cannot experience future. Experience happens. In Sanskrit we say anubhava. Anubhava happens now. It is present moment now. Anubhava is now. And the mind can never touch it because mind is unreal thing. It can never touch the now. But if you more and more try to bring the mind to the now, mind will disappear. I very much know that a book, Power of the Now, is very famous. Now many people have read it, but it is all there. Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi has spoken about it in his Ulladina Arpada. It is not a new idea. Even before that book came, we were all speaking about that. There is a shloka in Yoga Vasishta which says, Vartamanam anayasam bhajat bahyadhiyakshanam bhudam bhavishyad abhajat yati chittam achittatam. Vasishta says, mind will become no mind. How? By constantly training to remain in the present moment. Not much strain, you should not unnecessarily strain to do that, because present moment means what? It means the self, it means consciousness, it means existence. It means the chit. In that chit, there is neither past nor future. Constantly train the mind neither to go to sankalpa nor to vikalpa. Vikalpa is about past, we can say. Sankalpa is about future. And what happens later on? Action. Tat karma sankalpa vikalpakam manaha nirundhyat. Abhayam tadasyat. A great Yogishvara says, make the mind quiet. Let not the mind go to the past or future. Let it not go to imagination or memory. Allow it not to think. But if you stop thinking, what will happen? Sleep. Sometimes you sit for the talk, you don't understand, then sleep. Many people will tell me, every day we are listening to your talks. Without listening to it, we cannot sleep. I don't know what they mean by that. So somehow quieten the mind, make it nishala tattve jivan mukti. That is one way of attaining that state of yoga. And if you cannot quieten the mind, at least lessen the thought process. And what is the simplest way? Simplest way is chant Bhagavan Nama. Hold on to one Nama within you. Let the mind hold on to the Nama. And the constant spandana is kept inside. All other thoughts become unimportant. That one mantra will quieten all other thoughts, and the mantra also will subside, the mind will become quiet. And what remains when the mind becomes quiet? Something else shines forth, which is not made of mind, which is pure spirit consciousness, which is Shanti, which is Bhagavat Swarupa. The recognition happens within, and with that one becomes absolutely free, totally free. So that is abhayam tatasyad. Then one becomes totally fearless. Fear means desire, fear means greed, fear means jealousy, fear means stress, depression. All are collectively called fear. Our spiritual quest finds its fulfillment in absolute fearlessness. When Janaka was listening to his guru, Yajnavalkya, and Yajnavalkya was teaching him Brahmavidya in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, after every leap, after one insight, Janaka will become excited. He is a king, a ruler. So he said, here I am giving you 1,000 gold coins. Then Yajnavalkya will say, I won't accept that money. I will not accept that money till I am sure that you have found the truth. So next time also Janaka will say, I will give you this, I will give you 1,000 cows, many things like that. And at last he said, I am offering you my country. Mithila. Then also Yajnavalkya said, no. Then last Janaka said, I am offering you myself. I am giving you myself. Then Janaka said, Abhayam vai Janaka praptosi. Then Yajnavalkya lifted his hand and said, Oh Janaka, you have attained fearlessness. Because the cause for fear is this I. Once you offer the I at the presence, the Sannidhi of Guru, because Guru means what? What is that principle? It just erases your I. When you have the presence of your master, the ego is removed and the mind regains its calmness, the Shanti. Real freedom happens, then only a person becomes fearless. Abhayam vai Janaka praptosi. Janaka, you have attained absolute fearlessness. Because now you have attained the Advaita Sthiti where no other exists. Later on Janaka says, even though I am a ruler, I am a king, Chakravarti, I am living in the palace, I feel this joy, the quietude of a solitude. It is as if I am living in a forest because I don't see duality anywhere. Aho, Jana Samuhepi. Although I am in the Jana Samuha, amidst people, Nadvaitam Pashyato Mama. I am not seeing Dvaitam. Aranyamiva Samvrittam. It is just like as if I am in a deep forest. Kvaratim karavanyaham. Where will I get attached? I have no attachment. I have no aversion to anybody. I am always, everywhere I know I alone exist. Dvitiya is not there, so fear is not there. No thinking is needed, because thought is needed only when the other is needed. When I alone exist, consciousness needs no thought. It is experience, it is self-effulgence, it is chit, sattvabhasika, chitkvavetara, sattayahi chit, chittayahi aham. Sat, chit, aham, all are same. So this is the stabilization of self-experience, and this is called yoga. One's mind slowly regains this nirvikalpa sthiti, the state where all the duality is removed, where one is established in one's real beingness. Then the person becomes a true yogi. In between this state, again a small doubt can arise. When I am alone in a meditative state, I am quiet. But when I come and interact with the world, what will happen? This is sadhaka sthiti. We will come back to that state. We went to the Advaita sthiti and come down. And here, there are many sadhakas, they say, when we come to Rishikesh, we are very quiet. When we come to ashram and meditate, we are quiet. But when we go out, when we have to mingle with people, go to the world, all the ghosts are waiting there. All the troubles are waiting there. How to manage them? Then you can say, then don't go. Don't go back. Yad gatvana nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. By reaching what? A person never goes back. That is the ultimate attainment. Don't go back. Oh, that is not possible. I have to go back again to the same place. I have to go back again to face all the troubles. What to do? Yes, that is why we said you have to have the knowledge. Here Bhagavan said, if there is duality, then nanatvam asti chet vastunaha, then I, you, he, everything will come. If nanatvam is not, duality is not, you cannot even ask another person, who are you? There is no I. Where are you coming from? What is your name? All these questions become meaningless because he is myself. And there is no need for unnecessary thinking. Ramana Bhagavan remained like that. No? Never inquired, where are you coming from? What is your name? Which place are you coming from? No details. And no unnecessary talk is needed. Even the speaking plane, there was nirvikalpa, no vikalpa, no disturbance, no I, you, he. But the moment the mind starts operating, ignorance starts ruling, I, you, everything will come. The world is full of I and you. Shankaracharya said, samsara swapna tulyohi. This samsara is like a dream. Ragadveshadi sankulaha. It is a traffic jam of attachment and aversion. So much confusion, chaos created by attachment and aversion. I want this, I don't want that. And the problem is, you say, I don't want that person to come. And that person will come and sit in your house, will never go. And you want somebody to come, he never comes. Anukulam prati pravartate pratikulat nivartate. This is samsara. Shankaracharya's Brahma Sutra Bhashya in the beginning says the whole world you can put in a nutshell. You take a stick, the cow or the dog will run away from you. You take some eatable thing, it will come near you. Like that, a place where you get all comforts, you go there. A place where you find a difficulty, you run away from that place. So whole world comes under this. If a person wants to be absolutely peaceful, Shanta, he should know the truth that there is nobody other than, there is none other than the self. Tato anyatha kinchana nasti. Vastunaha yadi ananatvam. If there is no nanatvam, if everything is Ishvara, all the Upanishadic teaching, we can put in concise form in the first Upanishad, Ishavasya Upanishad. But the beauty of that Upanishad is, you need not even study that Upanishad, you just read the name of the Upanishad, you will get Jnana. Ishavasya Upanishad. No other Upanishad has such a name. That Upanishad name tells you God alone pervades everywhere. If you learn to see God in everyone, seeing each and every person will be God experience. You just imagine that state. You have some intimate contact with some person. You see that person as Ishvara. What? It is spiritual experience. I remember a beautiful anecdote. I have told it long back, but every time it's all new devotees, so we can share. During Tiruvannamalai, Kartika Deepam, many Tiruvannamalai devotees are also here. Kartika Deepam time, there will be big crowd. Arunachala. In those days, the village people alone will come in large number. Even now they are more. Tiruvannamalai is perhaps the only place, almost like Rishikesh or Haridwar in south. You cannot find any other place in south where you will find so many sannyasi sadhu. So people will come, and in those days you don't have this bore well idea. So water scarcity is much. Only rainwater in the ponds are the only place that you will get water. And people naturally will take bath only once in a week or twice. So with all that dirty dress they will come. And they want to go round the hill bhakti with all their children, with all their baggages and torn clothes, they will come. And take dip in every pond, because that time the rain will be there, so the ponds will be full. And ponds also, the water will become colored by their constant dip. And with wet clothes, these people will come round and enter Ramanacharanatirtha. And they all were very familiar with Maharshi when he was alone in Arunachala, roaming about, taking bhiksha. These people have provided him food. So naturally, for them, he was their Swami. But all these metropolitan people started coming to Maharshi later on. For them, these people will look all very uncultured, uncivilized people, but Maharshi considered them as his family. So they all used to come to Ramana Bhagavan. Maharshi used to inquire to them about their family, our details. How is your father? How is your grandson? How is your brother? Every details he will inquire with them. And they will all do namaskaram. And whole ashram will be stinking with that water. So naturally some devotees, they felt we should at least keep a distance between Ramana Bhagavan and these people coming. You cannot tell Maharshi that you should not sit. Because he will sit from morning to night looking at them. And they will be constantly flowing. So they decided at least create a distance between him and these people. So there is a railings. Even now if you go to Ramanacharanatirtha, you can see that railings. Take that railings and put it in a distance so that they will go in a distance. So they gave instruction to the attendant. His name was Krishna Swami. He passed away very later, 96 or so. You can see even his video. That Krishna Swami was the attendant. To him they told, put the railings in a distance so that nobody can touch Bhagavan. They will go in a distance. Krishna Swami said yes. And you have to do it when Bhagavan is not in the hall. Otherwise he will not accept. So they gave instruction. So he was doing it when Maharshi went to the hill for his walk. By the time he did it, Bhagavan was back. He asked, Krishna Swami, enna pandre? What are you doing? He said, Bhagavan, the office administration, they have told to put the railings in a distance so that people will go in a distance and you will be giving darshan from morning to night. You will not take rest. So at least have a distance so that they will not touch you, they will not come near you. Bhagavan looked at him, moved, and he said, Oh, you have obeyed the office. That is good. He will never do anything against the office. If they say to do something, he will say yes, but he will has his own way of doing things also. He said, Oh, you have obeyed the office, good. Now, he didn't say put the railing back. He said, take my sofa and put it near the railings. Now the whole work failed. Then Krishna Swami asked Bhagavan, what have you done? They did it to create a distance between you and people. All this gramat, he will use very, very, very crude language also. Ellam, this grama jana, these village people will come, they will be dirty and all those things. Then you know what Maharshi said? Oh, Krishna Swami, do you think that all these poor people are coming here and Swami is giving darshan to them? Bhagavan used to refer to himself as Swami. Swami is giving darshan to them. It is not that. அது அப்படி இல்லை போய் வரவங்களாம் யாரு தெரியுமா? அருணாச்சல ஸ்வரூபம். All those who come here, you know who are they? They are all Arunachala Swarupam. And we should get their darshan. We should get their darshan. Only for that, this sitting. It is a joy to see every person, the heart which wants to do Giri Pradakshana, to see a saint. And in that very joy, there is Arunachala. And their darshan we should get, that is why I am sitting. So this is Advaita, where the Advaita flowers as bhakti. Where Advaita blossoms as pure bhakti. Bhagavatam is the highest Advaita Grantha. I will usually say it is much more Advaitic than Yoga Vasishta. Because Yoga Vasishta says, Bhavadvaitam sada kuryat kriyadvaitam na karhichit. You will have Bhava Advaita but never Kriyadvaita. But Bhagavata says, Bhavadvaitam kriyadvaitam dravyadvaitam. Advaitam trishu. Trin swappanan dhunute munihi. And very clearly Bhagavatam says, I don't know how the dualistic people do commentary to Bhagavatam. They take it so much as their text. But Bhagavatam crystal clearly says, Sarva Vedanta Saram Hi Brahmatmaigatva Lakshanam. Vastu Advitiyam Tannishtham Kaivalyaika Prayojanam. Brahmatmaigatva Lakshanam. The Jiva Brahmaikya is so clearly expressed in Bhagavata. So here also we are seeing in the 13th chapter, when Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanat Kumara, they ask, when we see so many things around, things are going inside, mind is going outside, how to deal? Then Bhagavan said, Manasa Vachasa Drishtya Grihyate Nyairapindriyaihi Ahameva Namattonyad iti buddhyadvam anjasa. Very beautiful, profound verse. Here Bhagavan says, you do tattva vichara, do self-enquiry, do meditation, contemplate on the teaching, then come to the firm conviction that whatever the mind thinks, whatever the mouth speaks, whatever the eyes see, whatever other senses take in and give up, it is all nothing but the Atman, nothing but the Atman. It is all Bhagavan. Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam. It is all Ishvara. Nothing exists other than that one whole truth, Advaita. Have this firm conviction. If you have this firm conviction, even while with open eyes you are in Samadhi. With open eyes your Samadhi never gets broken. Jagrat swapna sushuptam cha gunato buddhi vrittayaha tasam vilakshano jivaha sakshitvena vinishita. This waking state, this dream state, this deep sleep state, here Bhagavan says they are not state, they are mere vrittis happening in the buddhi. Some vritti you call it waking state, another vritti you call it dream, another vritti, thought mood, you call it sleep. And the sakshi, the witness, the awareness in which all these things appear and go is absolutely pure. There is neither bondage nor liberation, it is ever liberated. Yarhi samsriti bandhoyam atmano gunavrittidaha maiturye sthito jahyat tyagastad gunachetasam. Bhagavan says, Jagrat, Swapana, Sushupti, Turiya. You remain in the Turiya sthiti, in the fourth state, and give up all the three. These three will be there, but you remain in the fourth state, unaffected by the waking state, or the dream state, or the deep sleep state. How to do this? You can do that by constant listening, contemplation, meditation, slowly, that inner insight will become more and more profound, and at last you will recognize that your sahaja sthiti, your natural state, is ever beyond waking, dream and deep sleep. Your very self is Turiya, your very self is the Atma Vastu. Once you know this, your only longing is to abide there. To abide in the thoughtless, vasana-less self. Vidwan nirvidya samsara chintam turiye sthitaha tyajet. That nirvidya means vairagya. Vairagya means what? When you want only that vishranti, that quietude of self-abidance, you choose that maunam, not this again and again tickling the mind. You want that maunam, you want that shanti. When you want that nirvidya, nirveda, that vairagya comes. No more again dealing with the world. No samsara chinta, no thinking about the worldly things. And again, whenever the mind goes out, you bring it back and make it remain in the self, in mere existence. what is in you as the I am. You have to do only that. Sit alone, observe your own existence within, and that is the heart, that is the self, which is mere existence. Sat, in Sanskritam we call it Sat, Sat, Chit, and it is Ananda. And by again and again bringing the mind back and make it remain in the self. Yato yato nisharati manashanchalamasstiram tatastato niyamyaitad atmanyeva vasham nayet atma samstam manahkritva na kinchidapi chintayet. This is the essence of Gita teaching. It's the essence of yoga also. Make the mind abide in the Atman, in the self, and do not initiate any more thoughts. Do not allow the thoughts to form. Thus, again and again, that maunam, that silence, inner silence. Thus, learn to remain in that state. Asatvad yavan nanartadhihi pumsaha na nivarteta yuktibhihi jagartyapi swapan ajnaha swapano jagaranam swapane jagaranam yatha. People think they are in waking state, but they are dreaming. Sometimes in dream, we will have dreams. Many people tell, I dreamt that I woke up. I dreamt that I had my brushing of the teeth. I had bath. But you wake up after that. Swapane jagaranam. Like that, you think as you are awake till you have this hypnosis of duality, you are not awake. Asa yavan nanartadhihi. As long as your buddhi is carrying this flaw of nanatva, flaw that many exists, plurality exists, he, I. Ramana Bhagavan condenses everything. He says, Ni nan arappuli nitam kali mayamai nindridum nilai arul arunachala. He says, Arunachala, bestow on me that state where there is no you, neither I. Kalimayamai nindridum nilai, that ananda sthiti, that blissful state, bestow on me that, only that I want. So that is here, yavan nanartadhihi pumsaha. This duality, how to remove it? Yukti bihi. Yukti means tarka, it means the Vedic Vedanugrihita tarka, which is given by the Guru. He tells you that only the other does not exist. Ekameva advitiyam neha nanasthi kinchana. Using these Mahavakyas. And duality has no logic, no reasoning. In deep sleep, when you every day go to deep sleep state, neither dream nor body exists, not even the ego exists. There, experientially, we are seeing no duality, no dvaita. You cannot even say it is one, because if the two is not there, one is also not there. Na chaikam tatanyat dvitiyam kutasyat. Na va kevalatvam na cha kevalatvam. Na shunyam na cha ashunyam advaitakatvat katham sarva vedanta siddham bravimi. It is purna. In that purna sthiti, there is no nanatva, no manifold things. Everything is Atman, Atman, Atman. When that is removed, there is neither waking state, nor dream state, nor deep sleep state. All states you experience Atman. Always you experience the self. Asatvad atmano nyesham bhavanam tatkrita abhida gatayo hetavaschasya mrisha swapna drisho yatha. This duality is only like a dream. Yo jagare bahiranukshana dharminorthan bhungte samastakarani hriditat sadrikshan swapne sushupta upasamharate sayekaha smrityanvayat triguna vritti drig indriyeshaha. Very beautiful shloka. Evam vimrishya ganato manasastriyavastha manmayaya mayi krita iti nishitarthaha samchidya hardam anumana saduktiti kshana jnanasina bhajadamakhila samshayadhim iksheta vibhramamidam manaso vilasam drishtam vinashtam atilola chakram Vijnanam ekamurudheva vibhati maya swapnastridha guna visarga krito vikalpaha. These shlokas we will see tomorrow. It's all very, very profound shlokas. Drishtim tataha pratinivartya nivirta trishnaha. When the mind is withdrawn from the world, when all the desires are given up, the mind slowly gains its natural quiet state. Tushnim bhaved nija sukhanubhavo nirihaha. The mauna happens within. But when you do vyavahara, when the mind comes out, then here and there the world will come, but it will no more delude the person. Sandrishyate kvacha yadidam avastu buddhya tyaktam brahmayana bhavet smritihi anipatat. He never forgets his real nature, even though once in a while he is dealing with the world. It is as if it looks that he has forgotten, but delusion can never overtake a jnani, one who has known the self. So this is the firm thing. So here, this knowledge of the self is being given to Uddhava by Bhagavan, so very crystal clear. And this chapter we have already said it is Hamsa Upakhyana. Upakhyana means story, an anecdote. That anecdote speaks about the great divine swan giving the teaching of Advaita. And when you have that Advaita in you, you know that the world is not real as world. All this attachment, aversion. Somebody asked Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, Bhagavan, what is your opinion about Darwin's theory of evolution? Bhagavan said, we don't even accept creation, what to speak about evolution. Not even creation is our subject. Why to speak about evolution? What is there to speak about evolution? The creation is not there. Great ashvasa, shanti, peace. Because it's a herb, healing herb. Vedanta is a healing herb. When you take the world as so real, every incident will disturb you. It is not possible to remain unperturbed when you take everything very serious. When you know that it is all the sport of the divine, lokavat to lila kaivalyam. It looks like a loka, it looks like samsara, it looks like worldly life. But it is lila, it is sport. Because why? It is kaivalyam. There is no duality, there is only one. That one sports in various forms. He himself has become everyone. Tat srishtva tadeva nupravishat tadanupravishya satchatyacha bhavat niruktancha niruktancha nilayanancha nilayanancha vijnanancha vijnanancha satyanja dhritancha satyam abhavat. He created, he entered it, he became good, bad, he became rational, irrational, he became purity, impurity, he became beautiful, ugly, everything he became, and he alone exists. This is the Upanishadic statement. That is why it is called Vishwam, Vishatehe Praveshanat. So the entire Vishwam is Vishnu, it is Bhagavan. The world is God, not as world, but as God. If you take the world as real, certainly you will get disturbed. Something will be happening around. Don't take anything real. Even the Second World War was happening, and people used to go to Ramana Maharshi and speak about world war. He said, where is world? Where is world? In which world the war is happening? It is happening in your mind. The same thing he stood when cancer overtook his body. People said, Bhagavan, your body is suffering. He said, where is body? There is no body. There is neither world nor body. That is the state of a Jivan Mukta. Only when they saw that he was unaffected by the disease which was giving so much pain, so much suffering, there also he was unaffected. Then they found what the real meaning of bodilessness is. Liberation while alive, Jivan Mukti is. So such a goal is there. You can know the self, you can attain that state and remain in the world, and you know there is no world. There is no big load, burden in your head that I have to correct the world, reform the world. And you have a body, you have bodily problems, but you know the body does not exist. So you don't delude yourself by thinking, I will have a perfect, very healthy body. If it is healthy, it is okay. It is like a good dream. If it is not healthy, not coming as we feel, as we want it, it is not you are not able to keep it healthy, then also it is okay. When this corona was there, COVID, people were so much afraid, as if death is coming for the first time in the world. So much, everybody speaking about it, conversing about it. During that time, one old lady called me in a mobile phone, and she said, I want to get a person. Yes, I spoke to her. She said, many things she said. After that she said, Edo pudu vyadi vandrukam. In Tamil she said, I heard that some new disease has come. 1 week I can die. Only 1 week you have to suffer, I can drop the body. It is very delightful, she said. So it is all how you take it. If you can take it that it is all kaivalyam, leela kaivalyam, it is all sport. You know how to laugh away things, you know that it is all Bhagavan's play, the entire world is Bhagavan's play. Suffering is also his play, pleasure is also his play, good, bad, everything will be there, you cannot do anything. That is why, say, na nindami, na jastaumi, I will neither praise nor will I criticize. When people do great things, no praise. When they do bad things in front of me, I will not comment. Because they are all myself. Nothing exists other than me. I alone exist. Taking to the highest standpoint of Advaita and remain unshaken. Antar merurivasthitaha. Bahi pichagrataralaha antar merurivasthitaha. Outwardly, the Mukta Purusha, the liberated being, is like light like a feather. And inwardly, he is like the Mount Meru, unshakable, established in the truth. Remember these words, we will continue tomorrow. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. ಯಥೋ ಮಮಾತ್ಮ ಭವಸಿ ತ್ವಮೇವ ತಥೋ ನ ವಾಚ್ಯಂ ಮಮ ಕಿಂಚಿದಸ್ತಿ ಯಥಾ ತವೇಷ್ಟಂ ಕುರು ಮಾಂ ತಥೈವ ತ್ವಾಂ ಆತ್ಮನಾಥಂ ರಮಣಂ ಭಜಾಮಿ.
ಓಂ